Happy Wednesday, everybody. Max here with your fix of gaming news. Coming up, Sony is reportedly reversing course on plans to port single-player PlayStation exclusives to PC, Highguard is officially coming to an end next week, and Resident Evil Requiem is a bona fide hit for Capcom. Let's get into it. Sony's recent strategy of porting first-party PlayStation titles to PC a year or two after they hit console may soon be a thing of the past. Bloomberg reports that while Sony will continue to release online games on PC, single-player games will remain exclusive to Sony hardware moving forward. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls will come to PC as well as PS5, and it's too late for Sony to reverse course on Bungie's multi-platform extraction shooter Marathon, which comes out tomorrow. Meanwhile, Death Stranding 2 and Kena Scars of Cosmera are Sony published but externally developed, so they will launch on PC, and if the first two games are any indication, they will also eventually come to Xbox as well. However, plans for a PC version of Sucker Punch's Ghost of Yōtei were recently scrapped, Bloomberg said. Marvel's Wolverine isn't mentioned in the report at all, but if it's Sony's call, it's safe to assume that will stay PS5 exclusive. However, if plans were already made for a PC version, it's possible that Marvel will have some say in the matter because that is their IP. This new policy arrives in the wake of rival Microsoft's recent push to publish its first-party titles across multiple platforms, as well as rumors that the next-gen Xbox will act as a PC hybrid, thus allowing it to play PC ports of Sony titles, which was almost definitely a factor here. In the past, however, Sony hardware would go down in price further into each console generation, but with rising costs due to the AI boom and international trade complications, the PS5 has done the exact opposite, which isn't actually the hugest incentive for late adopters to jump on the bandwagon. It'll be interesting to see how the PS6 affects the PS5 price tag, but there's been a lot of talk that next console won't arrive until 2029, so Sony has plenty of time to sell more PS5s, I guess. We'll keep you posted on this story as it develops. Moving on, the live service multiplayer shooter Highguard will be coming to an end less than 2 months after it launched. The official Wildlight Entertainment Twitter account broke the news yesterday, saying that Highguard would be shutting down a week from tomorrow. The post continues, quote, "Despite the passion and hard work of our team, we have not been able to build a sustainable player base to support the game long term. Servers will remain online until March 12th. We hope you'll jump in with us one more time to show your support and get those final great matches in while we still can." The studio previously announced it had a whole year of post-launch content planned, but with only about 20 people on staff following last month's layoffs, they don't exactly have the means to make that a reality. However, Wildlight does have a parting gift for anybody who's enjoying the game or wanting to check it out before it disappears forever. They said, quote, "The team is excited to release one final game update to enjoy in the remaining life of the game. We'll be adding a new warden, a new weapon, account level progression, and skill trees. Full patch notes are coming, and we're targeting tonight or tomorrow morning for patch release." Highguard was announced at the Game Awards early last December to an extremely negative response, with many declaring the free-to-play shooter dead on arrival, and while it had plenty of players on launch day, its concurrence plummeted overnight. This is just the latest in a long string of horror stories about live service games that aren't successful enough to sustain that live part, and regardless of what you thought about Highguard, it's a shame to see so much time, talent, money, and energy wasted on something that just disappears in less than 2 months. And finally, in the world of single-player games, Capcom revealed sales numbers for Resident Evil Requiem, and it is definitely not a horror story. I mean, the game is a horror story, but the sales are good. In a press release, Capcom revealed that Requiem had already sold more than 5 million copies, a milestone it hit even faster than previous games in the series, including Resident Evil Village, as well as the remakes of 2 and 4. A venerable publisher making money hand over fist with a new entry in a beloved 30-year-old franchise might seem like a pretty obvious outcome, but it still comes as a breath of fresh air in an industry that has been plagued by layoffs and studio closures due to projects that failed to break even. Also, Resident Evil Requiem is awesome, so hopefully this reception means that Capcom keeps doing what it's been doing, because what it's been doing has been great. If you find yourself playing Resident Evil and you're stuck on any of its puzzles, boss fights, or raccoon bobblehead scavenger hunts, be sure to check out IGN's robust guides on the matter. They got plenty of stuff over there to help you out. And also, for all the other previous Resident Evil games, if you're playing any of those, if you're looking for something to play right now for cheap that supports a great cause, check out this month's Humble Choice. Right now, you can grab a curated stack of PC games that includes Tempest Rising, Chance of Sennar, Sworn, Etrian Odyssey 3 HD, Bread and Fred, 0 Hour, Small Land, Survive the Wild, and Hard West 2. This all supports the Malala Fund, an organization working to break down the barriers that keep millions of girls worldwide from getting an education. Head to humblebundle.com between now and April 7th to start playing today. That is your fix for Wednesday, May 4th. As always, for everything gaming, you're in the right place. IGN. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.